Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Drain Alcatraz. This is, I think that's a final one out of all the Drain series documentaries. We've watched a lot of them. We've watched all of them now, or I've watched all of them. You haven't done a thing. Unless you watched along with me, I don't know. You should tell me if you have. This is, of course, taking place in San Francisco. This was released in 2017. It's 47 minutes long, and it just, unlike the other ones, which, I think we did the Bermuda Triangle, we did different World War II battle placements, just different historic locations. This one is a fairly recent, within the last century kind of location. Well, World War II was too, but in this situation, they look at what using digital imagery and scanners. I forget what the terminology is called, but they search. They scan the ocean floor, the bay floor in this case, the Monterey Bay, or yeah, they scan that, and then they, in a sense, remove the water from the equation. They don't actually drain any real bodies of water. They make it see what it looks like without the water. So you get dry land, and you get to see all the things that are stuck down there at the bottom, like lost ships or uh, mysterious historic archaeological artifacts kind of things. In this case, though, it's of course Alcatraz in San Francisco. It's considered to be the most unescapable prison in history, and it has a perfect record, technically. Um, and there's been a number of escapes over the years, but nobody's ever successfully stayed escaped, and no one's or either nobody's ever lived once they've escaped, unless the three certain men in 1962 who made an attempt. It was two brothers and another guy, Anglin, John and Clarence Anglin. I think Theodore Cole, I think, was with them. The three of them had an elaborate plan. They dug through their walls. They created a raft out of raincoats that they sort of stitched together, and they made an attempt in 1962 to get off that island. And it's the most formidable part of Alcatraz is not the walls. It's not the the jail cells, the bars, or the cliff sides, or anything else. It is the water, and it has killed many a man. I mean, this is a prison where they sent the worst of the worst. They sent Whitey Bulger there. They sent Al Capone there. I mean, mob, gang bosses, all sorts of the worst, and some other guys who are pretty dangerous. And these guys, I don't know what they did to get in there, but their biggest claim to fame was actually getting off the island and then having their bodies never recovered. So throughout this, they spend some time trying to figure out, could they have survived, how would they have survived, and how could they have, how they probably died. At a 99.9% chance that they were either swept out to sea and eaten by sharks, or just did not make it very far in those waters. They've recovered a few other guys in the past who've almost made it to land, and or they did make it to the shore, but they were in no condition to move after that, and they were easily returned back to the prison. So yeah, I'm telling you way too much here. You should probably watch it yourself if this is the kind of thing that interests you. It is, to me, it's pretty fascinating to see how they try to figure out the way the water flows, and how something so flimsy as rain a raft made of raincoats might have uh, allowed them to float anywhere at all. I mean, they also spent some time looking at some shipwrecks. There's been a number of shipwrecks in that Monterey Bay, that San Francisco Bay, that they're big ships and they sank. Those waters are dangerous. They're cold, and in some cases, since it gets so foggy there, it's impossible to see. So who knows what you're going to run into. So, yeah, that's really all I got to say about that. I'm kind of, unless they bring out more Drain documentaries, we're all done with that. So we're going to pick something new now. So, hooray, we finished this. But if it's an interesting take, using technology to look at what might be lying beneath the waters. And one of our final frontiers, there's some parts of the ocean we haven't properly mapped yet. So who knows what's down there? There's a whole bunch of these, so check them out. And look at my older videos that talk about them. Let's pick tomorrow's episode.
406.
Back up to the S's, I think. 406. Man, we've had a lot of documentaries over the last week. If documentaries aren't your thing, I'm sorry, but hey, this is the randomizer. There's going to be a few episodes coming up in the near future that I'm going to be choosing certain episodes, especially around the time of the 2-year anniversary of Disney Plus and the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. So, anyway, 406 is Prairie Dog Manor. So, we're going to check out some prairie dogs. It's cute animals. So, yeah, Prairie Dog Manor on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.